Konnichiwa, minasan. Welcome to the first ever series of. Um, I don't know what to call this series, honestly, but I'm just gonna say that this is a series where I pick one character or one mech to solo kill the final boss. And we will start off with my personal favorite, Alpha 2 and Zenga Zonvolto as the main character for this episode. Yeah, right. So without further ado, I'm just gonna breeze you guys through the thought process that I had with this with the preparations for this episode. So in Alpha 2, basically we get platoon based teams. Yeah, we get platoon based teams, and the PPs are all slightly different from other games, which I will tap on further into the video. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the plans that I have. So since this is the first ever attempt that I have, plan A, obviously the best plan would be to have Zenga just keep attacking the final boss until she dies, which is Ganeden, Irui and the Ganeden. Yeah, that is the best case scenario where he can literally solo Ganeden, because I know that Ganeden has like 500k HP, and I've had small troubles in my first few runs when I faced Ganeden, but thankfully on my YouTube run where I use Kuzuha and bullets, Ryuko and Koryo, I managed to do it in one shot, in like one turn. But that is with a lot of different characters in play, so yeah, plan A looks pretty hard to do, but hopefully we get that plan A working. So for plan B, we have 3 mechs to assist Zenga to fight. So it will be mainly Combattler V, Voltus V, and Shingeta 1. So I've actually prepared Zenga with some support attacks, right? Zenga, as you can see that he has support attack plus 4 here. Yes, here, support attack plus 4. So in a case where he cannot one shot Ganeden, the other 3 will like go around him and attack, with the idea of using him to support attack. Okay, I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from lah. But yeah, that's plan B. So first and foremost, let's talk about the pilots and the important speciation points that we need for the run. So from my personal understanding, because I have already did my Kuzuha run, I already got the gist of all the pilots and what they can bring to the table, and we narrowed it down to four important speciation points. First off will be Zeal, which is to give the platoon another turn to attack, like another turn to attack. How do I say it? Gives the platoon another attack to initiate in that turn, right? And then second of all, we have Renew, which is mainly to give replenish the full energy of one mech, which obviously is for our Zenga Zonvolto's Daizenga, right? Thirdly, we have the Hope, right? This is called Hope. Yep. Hope basically gives one pilot or sub-pilot 50 SP replenish. Pretty simple. And then the fourth one is I think it's called Daunt. Basically it will minus 10 will or 10 morale, but for the target lah. So this is mostly gonna be used for Ganeden to bring her will to 50 to maximize the damage for her. And then the fifth one, which is not so important but I feel it's necessary, it's best to have, would be Confuse. So this is for each turn I use this, the attacks of the enemies is halved. Yeah, it's halved. So this is generally for the grunts, what do you call them? Yeah, okay. So Confuse is generally used for the grunts. I think they're called Kanav, Zanav, and Clan. The bird, tiger, and dolphin, I think. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use this for Gan Eden. Yeah. So other than that, I think honorary mention would be Bless and Cheer. I mean, these two help a lot with EXP and money. So, but there's a lot of characters that can use it, so I don't think I'm gonna need to delve into that. Okay, so first and foremost, let's go back to Zeal. Alright, so of course in a platoon based game we need like 3 other platoon mates for Zengar to maximize his attacks, and because Zengar himself cannot use Zeal, he needs the assistance of others who can use Zeal. So we've narrowed down to the 3 top, in my opinion, on to be on Zengar's platoon. So first off, we have Jidao. No, sorry. Let's just talk about all the candidates for Zeal. We have Judao. Judao has 85 Zeal. Haman Khan with 90 Zeal. Camille 90 Zeal. Amuro 90. Puru 2 with 95. Puru 95. Shingo 100. Hyoma is 100. Then we have Megumi from Voltus V, 100 as well. Ryoma from Shingeta 1, 100. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I think we can see who is the best from this list. So obviously I'm gonna eliminate Shingo. I'm gonna eliminate Go Shogun, Combattler, Voltus, and Shingeta because first of all they are 100 each and their max are so big. I think 2.5 each or 2. Yeah, so it's not ideal to have in Zengar's team. And next up we narrow down to the SP usage. So from the get-go we can see that Judao is really good because he has 85 cost for Zeal. So Judao is definitely one of them. And then initially I considered Haman and the Puru duo mainly for organized sake, like one Zengar or one Daizengar and 3 Cublis. It looks nice. I don't know why. I just like it like that. It looks nice. But upon further investigation and the fact that Haman comes in pretty late in the game, I didn't have much time to prepare her for the final battle. As you can see here, she only has like SP plus 8. She doesn't have good PP. She didn't gain a lot of PP. Yeah, so she only has SP 8 and there's no SP regen on her, so the Haman and the Puru duo is out of the question. So that boils down to our 3 main Gundam protagonists, Judao, Camille, and Amuro. Yes. So I'll talk more about what they are piloting later on. Next up we have Renew. So Renew, generally we have Naga from the Brain Powered series. We have Mondo and Cats. I think they're from Double Zeta. Chapadel, Ivan, right? It's Ivan, right? Chizuru and Hiyoshi, yeah. And there's also Hyoryu from Gaogaiga, but I probably forgot about him. So I have these guys to help me with the energy, and I think we got more than 10. So 55 times, let's say 3. 55 times 3 is, yeah. So it'll be 3, 3, 3, 6, 12, 18, 3, 7, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, that's a lot of energy to use. And we're only going to use it on one guy. Zengar's on Voltus, I think. So yeah, we have a lot of energy to spare, right? And then next up we have Hope. Right, we have June from Great Mazinger, Chuck. Yeah, Chuck is from Stardust Memory Gundam. Fa, you guys know Fa, Miwa, Fanli, Bridget, and Afa from Stardust Memory also. Yeah, so these guys are pretty important because Hope gives 50 SP, and we want to utilize, we have to balance the SP usage, the Hope usage between Zengar and attacking with double attack and whatnot, and also with Zeal of his platoon mates. Right, so that is one huge factor. Hope is like very, very important to me. So yeah, later we'll see on how I distribute the parts also as well. Next up we have Daunt. Alright. Daunt, we have Remy from Go Shogun. What's this guy's name? Bernard from Stardust Memory, Umon Samon from Crossbone, and L from Double Zeta also. So as you can see, the cost for Remy is really good. It's 35 Dawn, but she's not a main pilot, so she doesn't get the SP increase for main pilots. So the 2 stars of the Dawn team will be Bernard and Umon Samon. Yeah, because their Daunt is 40 each, and they are the main pilots. L is such a waste to get 60. I kind of hope she will get 50 instead. 60 is such an overkill. She can only use 2, 6, 12, 18. No, she can only use 3 Daunt, while these guys can use like 4 or 5. You see, Umon can use 5. So I don't know why she doesn't have a lot of Daunt power. But yeah, we only have 4 Daunt, so it's pretty important here as well, because we want to bring down Ganeden's will to 50 as much as possible to maximize the attack on Ganeden. And lastly, we have the Confuse. Confuse is we have Volfog, Big Volfog, Megumi, Bunta, and Kosuke. But I do know that Megumi has an even bigger role, which is a Zeal. So I'll try my best not to use Megumi for this for the Confused team. Big Volfog, honestly I don't know why I didn't use him a lot. I think I just had to prioritize different characters. Yeah, and as you can see, his level is 23. I didn't really use him much compared to these guys, 50-ish. Level 23, but his Confused is the cheapest, 45. So with plus 6, I think he can do 2. 2. Sadly 2 only. If I push him a bit more, I think he could have done 3 or 4 even. Yeah. And then we have Bunta. Bunta is the star of the team, of the Confused team. I think he can do 3 Confuses. So that's 3 turns. And then this guy can do 1. So that's 1, 3, 3. 1, 3, 2. So I need to do it within 5 turns. Anything above, I might need to consider spending more SP on them, spending more hope on them. But like I said, this is only for the grunts, not for Ganeden. So hopefully, yeah, I don't really need to use these guys. Okay, let's talk about the PP usage. Okay, for those, let's just see Judah for example. So generally, all the ones that I've mentioned earlier on, I only focused on 3 PP usages. That would be the SP up to 9, as you can see here, SP up plus 9. This is called learning. Basically, the platoon mates, who's not the platoon leader, gains full EXP and full PP. Yeah, it's really good, and it's pretty cheap. I think it's at 100. It was at 100 lah. And last but not least is SP regen. SP regen is more so for the stages up till the last stage, so that they can keep on reusing and reusing. Because there's no other there's nothing else that's more of use to me than these 3. Yeah. So generally almost everyone has these 3 pilot skills. yeah. Also, just to add on, since these three are part of the main platoon, right? Zenga's platoon, I also increased their evasion to 400 because as you can see, I have a lot of PP to use, so I just increased them to 400. I didn't really increase them their defense. On defense, I don't think they need the defense lah, but in a case where they need to use, then I will just increase it accordingly. But for now, I'll just depend on their 400 evasion, their max mobility, and their ability to use focus. Hopefully that won't bite me in the back. Right, so after that, let's talk about the arrangement. Okay, so in Alpha 2, you don't get to arrange your characters, sadly enough. So like in Alpha 3, you can put anyone in any number and then you can rearrange them. I think other games also have the same mechanic, but in Alpha 2, sadly, you can't do that. I think they just haven't upgraded that mechanic here lah. So the priority is to have Zenga's team in the end, followed by the 3 Plan B teams, and then these guys are just filler. And these guys are just like to fill in the middle. And then these are the important the backups lah, the important backups. Yeah, because the last stage is a total of 18 platoons, so these 4 will be in front, just to get closest to Gun. Alright, let's talk about the mechs that helped with the leveling. Okay, I think we can see from this. So first and foremost, Gundam F91 has been a huge help with the... I cannot look at him. But yeah, where is he? Yeah, F91 has been a huge help to leveling up. Most of the time I use Umon Samon on F91 to be the platoon leader for the Dawn team lah. Umon, Bernard and L. So Umon usually will be here because Umon has new type. So F91 is a really agile unit, and his final attack is not so bad, 5500 with requirement of new type level 1. So generally Umon can use, and L also can use, but most of the time I use Umon for this. And he also has a pretty decent all attack at 5000. It's quite expensive the energy wise, but otherwise F91 really solid unit, and it has built-in Bunshin, so you know, it's just to consider for those who wanna like increase all those not so important, not so protagonist characters. Let's see, there's so many people who can use this. I mean, compared to Double Zeta, of course lah, Double Zeta would be a lot better, but I don't know why I just chose F91. Next up we have the June case. Okay, so I cannot see the characters here. Okay, so for June's case, June was originally the pilot for Venus A, and now she's back in the Venus A lah. And initially I used Great Mazinger for June. Is it? Yep. So initially I used Great Mazinger for June mainly because it has a really good all attack, the Thunder Break 5.2, and we get June and Great Mazinger in the second stage of Zenga's run. So like, you know, it's a win-win. And I chose Great Mazinger over Mazinger Z. Mazinger Z is because Mazinger Z doesn't have good all attacks. Okay, this Die-Sharing Rocket Punch came in really late, so I just didn't use Great Mazinger at all. Because at the end of the day, I upgraded him to Mazin Kaiser. Mazin Kaiser has crazy all attack, 6.3. Yeah, so June went from Great Mazinger to Mazin Kaiser. Yeah, and now she's back in Venus A, simply because Venus A has 4 part slots compared to Great Mazinger, who has 2. Can you see? I don't think you can see it. The Great Mazinger has 2 slots, and Mazin Kaiser has 2 slots as well. So Venus A would be the best for the last stage. But when it comes to leveling up wise, Great Mazinger and Mazin Kaiser is chef's kiss. We have the 3 Crossbone Gundams. Honorary mention for the 3 Gundams. Yeah, honorary mention for the 3 Crossbone Gundams. First and foremost, they have really good mobility. As you can see, 161, 161, 168. Okay, you need a little bit of requirement for X2, but it's not so hard to get. And furthermore, their platoon attacks are pretty darn great. 3000, except for this guy, 2.6. I mean 2 to 6 range. But the platoon attacks are pretty solid. And also, I actually considered using these 3 to be in a team with Zenga Zonvolto. Like, not the pilots, but the mechs. The 3 Crossbone Gundams to be piloted by our beloved Gundam trio lah. But sadly to say, these guys are 1.5 in space, platoon space, and they only have 2 slots for parts wise. So it would look really cool if these Crossbone Gundams were to be in the same platoon. But yeah, I decided not to use them, although they really helped a lot in the past few stages, before the final stage. Yeah, next up we have similarly the Double Zeta Gundam, Zeta, and the Dendrobium. I think GP03 Dendrobium, correct? Yeah. Their mobility is pretty good. This guy has 152 mobility and the HP is not so bad. The platoon attack 2-4, but I don't know, it's the best out of the rest lah. Right? 2.8. Okay, it's the same lah. 2.8. But I just like him more. Gundam Dendrobium. Then we have Zeta Zeta and Zeta Gundam because they can fly. I think that's the main thing, because they can fly. It's my Zeta Gundam. Yeah, mainly because they can fly in their transformed forms. Okay, this guy can't fly. These guys can't fly. I mean, this guy can fly, but brother, you know, I just use the 3 Gundams most of the time. Next up we have Shin Getter or Getter Dragon. One of the Plan B trios. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Shin Getter and Getter Dragon. It's not the best lah, because they don't have any all attack. What the shit is this? And this guy, oh my god, look. I used to hate Getter Dragon so much. Because look at this. What is this all one? Oh my god. And his post movement attack is 1-3. That has a range that's more than 1 is only this. So I didn't use him at all back then lah. But in this run, I kinda use them. Mainly because they have Ryoma with the what do you call that? Zeal. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have used Shin Getter one or Getter Dragon. But yeah, they're really good for Plan B. The next good ones, Combattler V, Voltus V, yeah, Combattler V mainly because they have pretty decent all attacks. Okay, they have pretty decent all attacks, and they are actually required for the final stage. Mainly for the Plan B, and also see this girl has Renew, this guy has Confused. Same goes for these guys. Renew and yeah. So yeah, these two, and oh yeah, Go Shogun as well. Go Shogun has been a really good platoon leader. Same condition. He has a good all attack, and also he's required lah for Remi's Daunt. Yeah. And last but not least, let's talk about the battleship, the mothership. Hold on. I think mothership you can only see from here. No. Here. Okay, so for mothership, out of all, the best is obviously Albion. He has 2 all attacks. Okay, and Ivan, right? Yeah, these 2 guys are required. Afa Synapse and Ivan, they are required for their SP usage now. What the fuck? What is this? Okay. Yeah, for their SP usage, as mentioned previously. The rest are not so good. Yeah, sad. Alright, so that is the max that assisted with the leveling. Let's talk about the parts that we use for each important pilot. Okay. So first and foremost, let's go in descending order. Yeah, one of our greatest MVPs is June and Venus A. Venus A, like I said, she has 4 slots, and the 4 slots that I used they are 2 times Katana Riser, 1 times Cecily's Bread, and 1 times OVA's Koroke. So what this gives her is apart from the minus 50 will, which I don't really need to consider, she gets 50, 50, 50 and 20 SP respectively. So by calculation, June gets total 228 SP plus 170 SP, giving her 398 total of SP. So if we divide it by 75 usage for Hope, she can get roughly like she can roughly get 5 usage for Hope. That's a lot of usage. That's like 250 SP worth for Zenga or for the Zeal pilots. Okay, I think Miwa gets the same thing. As you can see at the bottom here, these are all the same things. The 2 Katana Risers, 1 Cecilia's Braid and 1 OVS Koroke. Her SP is 249, so plus 170, 50, 50, 50, 20. Yeah, so 249 plus 170 gives you 419 SP, which gives her a total of 80 times 5 Hope usage. 400. 80 times 5. So you have another 250 SP worth of Hope to play around with. Okay, and then next we have who's this one? Oh no, sorry. Next we have Bernard. Yeah, Bernard has 3 out of 4 parts used. Okay, easy to say Bernard and Umon gets the same lah. Okay, so they both get 1 times Katana Riser, 1 times Cecilia's Braid and 1 times OVA Koroke. Right, this in turn gives Bernard 196 SP plus 120, 5, 5, 20, 50, 50, 20 gives you 120. So he gets a total net of 316 SP, 316 SP, giving him 7 times Daunt usage for 40 each. Could have been a bit more if I beefed him up for level, but I think 7 times Daunt usage by him is decent enough. It's good enough. That's 70 morale worth. And then for Umon's case, it's 200 plus 120, give him 320 SP, and that gives him a whopping 8 Daunt usage. 8, 16, 24, 32. Yeah, 8 times 40 is 320. So ngam it works for him. 320 and 8 worth Daunt. Right. Next up, okay, Elle didn't get any parts because I don't know, she just seems really pathetic with the 60 Daunt. So Elle can only give like 3 Daunt worth. 6, 12, 18, yeah, 180. So we have 3 Daunt, 8 Daunt and 7 Daunt. So that's like 18 Daunts worth. Right, yeah. And including Remy, I think we have like around 20-ish. Okay, next up we have, so these are the Umon and Bernard. We have the, okay, I'll talk about this platoon later. So these three are for plan B lah. I gave them OVA's Croquet. See, Haman, Puru and Puru 2 gets OVA's Croquet, and that is plus 20 SP. Okay, so as you can see here, their SPs are all like, their zeal usage is 95 SP usage, so they need at least 190 to use twice. So by giving them 20 SP, it fits the bill, so they both get 202 SP worth, and they can use 2 zeals worth. For Haman, she's pretty safe lah. I just gave her the Croquet for organization's sake, for organizing sake, because it looks more systematic. I don't know. It's just me. Yeah. Okay. Next up we have Go Shogun. Go Shogun gets -1 cost. This is completely unnecessary, but I just want to fit them into one platoon. So the whole of platoon 2 is the Dawn team, if you guys realize. Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to give him any SP, so you know, I just just put them in the same team. Yeah, it's a organized thing, OCD thing maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the platoon, Zengar's platoon. Okay, so I think this is piloted by Camille. Camille is piloting the REGZ, and then Camille, Jurao and Amuro, they are piloting the Mega Riders. Okay, out of all the mechs, I feel like these three are the best for support. First and foremost, I think the BWS has 7 movement net, and the mobility is not so bad, 157. These guys have 7 net also, so it's 777. But on Camille's REGZ BWS, I gave him 3 boosters. 3 boosters just to give him a net 10 movement. And then for Jidao and Amuro, I gave them one mega booster each, and 1 booster, giving them a net of 10 as well. And then I gave them the key to victory parts. This replenishes their SP fully. So I guess they get the superstars treatment because they are part of the main platoon. So they both get the exactly same thing. And last but not least, let's talk about the star. Okay, out of all the parts that I have, I personally feel like double Haro is the best, simply because each Haro gives him +2 movement, +1 attack range, and not so important, which is plus 20% accuracy rate and plus 25 mobility. Mobility. Yeah. Yeah. So now his movement is 10, similar to his platoon, so they can move up to 10. Yeah, I don't think none of them have Axel, so they can just move up to 10 squares. Yeah. And the attack range is now, his attack range is pretty freaking decent. See, he used to be 1-4, 1-3, 1-3, 1, so now it's 1-5. So he can fling his blade for 5 range. I love it so much. Yeah. So yeah, we've talked about Zengar's parts. Now we're gonna talk about Zengar's PP. Okay. As you can see here, I maxed out his melee 400, and I don't remember if I put anything in these. I don't think so. And as mentioned previously, I gave him support attack. This one, support attack. Oh, this is different. Where is it? Oh, this one, support attack +4 for plan B, right? Otherwise, the two main things are the SP up +9 and SP regen. I was considering energy. That's why you can see like this SP is below here. I think I put energy here, and then I realized I think between energy and SP up, I think SP up is way more important than energy, because we have a lot of energy users, renew users to provide to Zenger's attacks. So hopefully energy is not the main issue, but if plan A fails, I will just put energy save in, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, that is pretty much the preparation for this run. So hopefully I will be doing it right this time. And if you guys got any questions you guys want to ask, I'll try my best to answer. I don't know what else to say, but I'll probably upload the next part, which is the executing part. So it's either plan A or plan B lah. So yeah, hopefully you guys get to watch this video thoroughly, and for those who have reached this part of the end, thank you so much for watching it all the way through. I was thinking of whether I need to explain myself for this, but like there's no harm in me doing it, you know. So here's the video, and if there's any remarks, any feedback, or any questions, do drop them in the comment section, and I'll try my best to do this in the future. Alright, so just to let you know, Alpha 3 is in the works right now. You guys can make a wild guess on who I'm gonna use for the final boss killer. Alright, without further ado, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.